So you just unlocked your character. However, you need more shards. You're only 1 star, your cap level is 15. I mean, you don't even have an ability yet. But the only way you can get more shards is either finding it in your shop, paying real money for it, which you don't want to do, and you have to play ranked. However, the problem with ranked is that you are always outstatted. There's players that have higher levels than you, higher stars than you, more crew members than you, and you don't even have an ability. And again, you are level 15. I also have a bonus tip at the end, so make sure you stay tuned if you really want to learn to dominate ranked. Now, I understand you can be a little skeptical. You're like, well, you're level 15, there's no way you're beating level 25s, 35s. I understand, it just seems weird, right? But for those of you that have been watching me for a while, you guys know I've already done it. Currently, I'm even running a series right now, taking a level 1 racer, no crew, and seeing how far I can go. That racer is platinum right now, on its way to emerald. So when I give you tips, know it's the real deal, know I got you, let's hop into it. The first tip that I have for you guys is always aim for 4th. Now, if you're gold and below, it doesn't pertain to you. Rank whatever you want to rank and you'll still get points for it. However, once you hit platinum, if you lose, you start losing points. So you always want to aim for 4th. Now you might be asking, well, why on earth would we aim for 4th? Why would we not aim for 1st? Realistically speaking, if you are going against a level 40, you're probably not going to win. If you're going against level 35, you're probably not going to win. It's really hard to come in 1st. But you can come into 4th if you're playing consistently well. Now, there are unlucky games. The games where you just get exploded and you get just, you're 7th, you can't catch up. But don't worry, the tips in this video are gonna help you with that. So remember, for the first tip, always aim for 4th. If you consistently play well, you will consistently come into 4th. The second tip that I have is always jump at the start of the race and distance yourself. Now, you can do this instantly, but if you do it instantly, you aren't gonna miss your chance to get that boost at the start. You can wait like half a second. As soon as your cart moves, you can jump and you will get the boost, but you have a potential to get rammed mid-flight. So what you want to do is weigh the pros and cons. Personally, I always jump at the start. I don't care about the boost because if they miss, they are slowed down from missing the ram. And on top of that, you can catch up because you're not really out of the race for getting rammed and stunned and spun around. Now, the second part of tip number 2 is always distance yourself. When you are in platinum, when you are in emerald, there are players that are going to start with items, which means they're probably going to throw it as soon as the race starts. So what you want to do is jump to get out the way, and then you want to either slow down a little bit, or you can just kind of go to the right or go to the left, wherever you want to go. So that way, when they throw all that crap, you're not in the middle of it. You're actually probably gonna get ahead of a few racers because they've all just slammed into each other and they've all blew up each other. And you're getting free placement because they're all stunned and stopping. Again, tip number 2, always jump at the start of the race and distance yourself so you're not getting hit by their items. Tip number 3 is understand your class. Now, I have a link in the description below. I highly recommend checking that out. But understanding your class is one of the best ways you can take advantage of a race. Every class has a different way to play, and if you can maximize how you play that class, you will be unstoppable. Again, link down in the description below. I don't really want to get too in depth about what the classes do. Tip number 4, after you understand your class, you're going to need to understand your character. Every character has a different set of strengths. If you check their stat window, you'll notice characters have top speed, acceleration, boost, handling, whatnot. Play to the character's stats. A brief example is if I have a character that is really good at handling, I can turn corners very, very sharp. I can turn whenever I want to, get the drift off. It's not going to be a problem. But a character that has really poor handling, they cannot do that. You'll need to approach the turn differently, and you'll most likely need to approach the turn wider. Again, certain characters do certain things, so you got to make sure that you understand what their strength is. Now, if you want to know more about your character, pros and cons, tips and tricks, I have 2-minute guides down below as well. The 5th tip that I have is understand the skills that you pick up. So these are going to be the dash, the shields, not your character abilities, because remember, you're level 15. You're 1 star. You don't have any. But the abilities you pick up. I also have a guide down below that explains every single ability. Check that out. But let me give you a brief example of what I mean. If you are going to use the triple boost, it's best to use it on a straightaway because you can't really turn and drift when you're being boosted 3 times. Another brief example is the purple confusion ability. If you throw it back, it will set a trap. However, when you throw it back, we'll make sure that the player is hit. If you do it where they can't see, their point of view is obscured, they are going to run into it 9 times out of 10. If I round a corner and I know they can't see past this corner, well, I'm gonna drop it right behind that corner because when they round it, they can't see, oh no, I see it, but it's too late. Once they hit it, you get free nitros and you can continue speeding along your way. These are just little brief examples that will make or break your game once you learn how to use those abilities. Again, I explain every single ability in the link down below. Check that out if you're unsure. And the bonus tip that I have for you guys is understand the map. When I say understand the map, I do not mean know every single shortcut and know every single place you gotta turn. That's not what I mean. Understand the map means get a feel for that map. When you are rounding corners, make sure that you are staying close to the wall that you're going around. Make sure you stay to the inside of the track. Make sure you know that when you triple boost on this particular spot, you're not going to crash into the wall. Make sure you know that when you jump, you're going to be able to avoid things. Understand where your character needs to be on every single part of the track. This makes you an incredible force to be reckoned with because you are going to shave off time so much. Again, a lot of the times people are level 25s, 35s, 40s. They don't do this because they're so high level already. I've beaten level 40s, I've beaten level 35s, with level 15s, with level 25s. Like, you cannot believe how many people I can actually beat because I understand where my character needs to be and I understand how to play the map well. That will come with practice. However, if you keep watching my channel, if you subscribe, you'll be getting more videos where I am doing these things, where I am putting my character in the right spot, where I am explaining a lot of these things that aren't really given to you by Disney Speedsters themselves. Again, I really want you to succeed. You could do well without having max level. Trust me. It just takes a little practice. Also, I want to say, if you guys are enjoying my content, you enjoy the uploads Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday every single week, consider becoming a member of the channel. Click that join button down below. Not only are you going to get goodies and things like that, but you are also going to help the channel and the content that I create. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. And until next time, know what I always say. Thank you guys for doing what? Popping nothing. We're loved.